Oh, it is live. Okay, duh. Okay. Took it a second. Now, hope I don't make you dizzy. I'm gonna back up here. Just do quick tour here. So, as you walk into this room, this right here is my craft area. There's my light up shelf. Oh, I love that shelf. Hi, Lisa. I'm gonna get closer over here. This is my Catherine Pooler shelf, except for my minis, because there's too many of them. Then I've got hooked on there hi Jenny, I've got hooked on there my washi tapes. These are my Lavinia Technique Junkies, Tim Holtz. I'm gonna get more binders now that I have a place to put binders. I didn't have a place to put them, so I just had them. Let's see, where are they? They're down here. And these are my Tim Holtz papers. This is my Ranger shelf. See how far back that goes? And I found out these little things fit on here, which is pretty cool. And all my archival stuff. Yeah, and I'm looking at this and I can see how it makes people dizzy. I ended up putting my Lavinia inks over here. And then, lesser used stuff out of reach. There's my little rat fink that was Joe's. Then I've got stuff, tools, stuff. And then pan around here. And I've got this shelf that I found at a Goodwill with miscellaneous on it. And then down here is where I keep my Vagabond and then my binders for stencils and stuff like that. Then I've got these two. Yeah, I've got these two like drawer units that can roll around, and then I've got this. Let me back up some. It's pretty big. I've got this drawer unit, which my therapist gave me, which I thought was cool. And then pan around, and here's my sewing area, my printer. This picture right here, Ryan Swift colored that, and he was going through his stuff one day, and I'm like, oh my God. And so he sent me that, and I think it's beautiful. I love it. Then I've got some of my stuff there, and then, yeah, that. And then, I've got a rolly cart with all my sprays and stuff in it. Quick peek back here. That's the back side of the shelf. But it's a hot mess back here still. There's just no place to put anything. Anyway, I thought we'd fool around with some alcohol ink here today. Let me get myself situated here. There we go. I love my therapist. I do. She's awesome. All right. So I couldn't find my Yupo, so I organized it. Now I can't find anything. So I have this fake Yupo. Let me get this light on too, which I've never tried, so we'll see how it is. Let me get my blowy tool. And all right, where did I put? See, I have to figure out where things are again. I like to use these. And then I have this small one that came in a paintbrush set. It's got a little doobie-doo on it. And don't need this anymore. Get that out of the way. And I've got a little, where have I put my fan? Lord, you guys. Okay, it's over here. I like to use this little fan when I'm working with alcohol ink to just kind of blow the smell away from me. It doesn't really blow very much, but it'll do the job. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Dawn. Hey, Mike, Jenny. Sorry about that. I was walking around the room, didn't see you. So That fan's gonna vibrate and make me nuts. See if I can find a place where it doesn't vibrate as bad. Yeah, not happening. All right, so I'm gonna get out some Yupo here, or pretend Yupo. These are pretty big pieces. Let's see, I also need a paintbrush. Let's see here. Which one would I like to use today? I'll use this one. Might use that one. Don't want that furry one. Let's see how this paper feels. Well, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Get your alcohol inks, I'll wait. And I'm not going to use this whole piece. This is pretty thin stuff right here. It says it's medium weight. Feels thin to me. I mean, look at that. Doesn't feel anything like Yupo. I might be better off using my, if I could find it, my Cricut paper. All right, so then got a little bowl here that I didn't clean out last time I used. Get that cleaned out. And I just keep some isopropyl alcohol in this little squirty thing. I had that little one, I lost it. But I want this to be sort of clean because I don't want to contaminate my colors. Okay, let's see here. What am I missing? I guess I'll figure out what I'm missing when I miss it, right? So I pour some alcohol in the bowl. Oh yeah, my dropper. And trying to figure out what I did with my mixy stuff. Well, it's not important. I don't need it. Because I'm not going to use any pearls at all. I'm not a fan. So the last one you guys saw me do was this thing, and I did, you know, some more stuff to it. I put more color on it because I wanted more color. I stamped on it, which stamping doesn't stay on Yupo very good. So I think today I'll go with Pool. I love Pool. And we'll go with yellow, not Dijon. Sunshine. So I just use my dropper and just drop a little alcohol on. And then just boop, 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 boop. Very technical. I love handmade paper. Carla Bostic sent me some paper and she said it's elephant dung paper. I'm like, what the heck is elephant dung paper? I'm just dropping more alcohol on here just to kind of get this moving. Get it liquidy so I can blow it. Now all that fan's doing is blowing this stuff right back up on me. Let's try that way. And I'm not squishing super hard, okay? I'm not looking to get tendrils. I mean, you can have tendrils if you want them, but it's not what I'm after. And it's okay to leave white space. So because I used yellow and blue, of course I'm going to get green, which is fine. It's better than mud. I'm just pushing on the alcohol. So I let it sit for a second and then move it around. Don't do that. Then what you do is you look at your piece and decide what it actually is, what it can become. See, this Yupo dries really fast. It dries out the alcohol.
nuts, storm chasers drive. Once again, 10 to 15,000 miles per month. Usually, and I think that's like the average so far this year for them. And obviously, that expense of driving has doubled, if not tripled, for a lot of them just since January.
That's cool, though. I mean, you know, A, you're recycling, and B, you're creating. I mean, that's life. That's for me. Creation is life. I love it.
UK, you got an official sponsor from the UK. That's good.
Just the more alcohol you put on, obviously, the lighter the color's gonna get.
Monster's been a high-risk member for 6 months. Very cool of you.
You're gonna get your basic design and then go from there.
I love what I do. This is fun. This is fun for me.
See, I'm just barely
It does get a little stressful.
blowing.
A little stressful.
That's how you get kind of those cloudy
For the most part.
features,
Check it out.
by blowing holes in it.
Barry Bones is watching.
Oh, you guys, you might hear Ryan Hall in the background. I've been watching Storm Chasing while working on this room.
Look at that.
Okay, I'd like some more blue.
Hold on. I must have missed this one. What? Bad news. Barry Bonds has destroyed the TV. We will be out of commission. What in the world? Barry, come on, man. That was your stream watching TV. Barry is still watching though. Barry is still watching, even with the broken TV. What an incredible thing. Huh.
I'm not getting any.
Get Barry a new TV.
It's not telling me what it wants to be yet.
You just have to do it.
Oh, wait a second. I think I see it. I see a head
What do you guys think?
and a body and legs.
Here's the sky.
Do you see it?
Smyrna.
Thank you.
Smyrna. I said that a million times. You guys will correct me on that.
I don't normally go live on Tuesdays anymore, but
Think you're worried about? No.
I've been sitting here bored, kind of.
Worried about?
All right, so we've got some basic shapes here. Now I'm going to show you how I make the circles. So I take this one here, dip it in alcohol, and I'll just choose a spot and I'll just start spinning it around. Yeah, I don't like this paper one bit. This paper is awful. Look at that. That's not how it's supposed to do. Awful paper. Terrible paper. Where is my Yupo? We'll see if it does anything. The paper is, I think it was from Hobby Lobby. It's called Bria Reese, maybe. Compared to Yupo, well, yeah. That's why it was on clearance for $2.99. This is how you do it. It just doesn't want to work out on this paper. Let me see if I've got a... So, you know, I trimmed this off and I used the trim pieces. See, and that's how it's supposed to look, not that. Let me grab a paper towel and see if I can help this at all. All right, see, let me try using a lighter hand. Dab that off a little. See, all you need to do is touch it on and it'll start to make it, but if you want to get it into a round shape, you have to be able to move your stylus around until the ink basically kind of dries. This has to be the worst paper in the world. Yeah, but it's not even, yeah. I mean, it doesn't tear, that's for sure. And then the small dots, take this tiny one, and I'll just dip it in the alcohol and dip it down. Of course, you can see them better on darker colors, but so notice I'm tapping it off on the table first, and I'm starting to get the little dots there. This is a nightmare. I hate that. So you don't like something, you can always fix it. No, you can't even fix it. My gosh. Like where my stylus rubbed, it left a mark. Unacceptable. But it's doing fine with a light touch. You can basically use any tool you want. Let me see if I can figure out what I did with my toothpicks. No idea. I saw my Yupo today and I made a mental note of where it was, but obviously my mental notes are useless. So you want a bigger dot, use a bigger stylus, tap it off first. The point is to go straight up and down with it. Usually it won't spread too much, as long as you kind of tapped it off first. That's kind of how you, see if I can clean that off at all. Where's my brush? Oh my gosh, are you joking me? Garbage. Yep, I don't recommend this at all. It's better, but still. Ugh. Glossy board. Yeah, I'm not feeling this. I think I do better on my, hang on. Let me see if I can find my Cricut paper. My vinyl. There's my black vinyl. Where's my white? I'm trying to do better on stinking wax paper. No. I don't know where my vinyl is either. Alright. I have other colors of vinyl already attached to paper. Is this one white? No. Silver might be interesting. I lost my head. Where'd it go? Oh boy. I keep going through this paper pack thinking I've got info in here, but I don't. I think I only had one piece left. Let's see what happens if we do it on this silver paper. Just out of curiosity. See, it doesn't sit flat, so you can tell already that's going to create a problem. All right. Here we go. Let's experiment. I think I want to go with turquoise instead of pool. The worst that can happen is it doesn't work, right? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Laura, thank you so much for that. You're very wise.
Hmm.
Okay, here's
I'm not mad.
go through all of our
We'll
screen
see though, because
down here.
I'm going to want to do special effects to it.
Diane Rail, Local Roy. We got multiple severe thunderstorms in Colorado. 60-mile-an-hour winds, anywhere from 1 to 2 inches diameter hail. This one over here across the Interstate 25 right now is considerable. It's considerable.
A little alcohol to help it move around.
And that's because, oh, now it's one for 2.5 inch diameter. Literally going across the Interstate 25 between Colorado City and Pueblo.
Basically, it's just coloring the silver. I'm super bummed. I don't think I'll do anything with that plastic paper. It's kind of junk. No, I didn't want tendrils. I'm just kind of driving the ink. It's pretty. I don't know if I'm going to get any kind of effect that I'm looking for. Let's throw some boysenberry in there. That's eggplant. Red. No, because I'm really taking a chance by throwing a purple in here. Trust me on that one.
Yeah, occasionally we have damage from windshield wiper leakage, so we have limited windshield wiper use. They're used to fix it, so I have to wait on her until next morning.
So I'm going to drive it very carefully.
So as long as we're going about 25 to 30 miles per hour, we got water for rail. Other than that, yeah, we'll definitely get that tree.
Don't let it drive itself into the green.
We'll figure out what, actually take that back. We are equipped with safety.
Load some things up. All kinds. Apparently the same one has caused some problems.
It dries pretty quick.
Okay, so but he's available,
Okay. Let's do a little red there. Now we're really going for the gold. I'm just going to kind of hold the paper down because it warps. I'm just doing one drop. Oh, that's pretty. Let's go down here with pink. Don't go into the green. Do not go into the green. Well, it definitely works better than that other paper, huh? Nope, I'm gonna get tendrils whether I like it or don't. Trying to keep it from mixing in with the green. That pink sort of goes kind of a purple, doesn't it? It's kind of a purpley pink. That's the same pink that's on this one. All right, now Yeah, you could definitely cut a word from it. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Regina. All right. So, and y'all, we're experimenting here because I can't find my Yupo. So I'm going to try and make a bubble again and see if it works better on this paper. Definitely. See how it moves around and see how it's thick right there? What I'm trying to do is move that out of there just by kind of going back and forth, and then I can swirl this color right back into here if I want to. Now this paper it's a little bit slicker than the Yupo was. Oh, you're not late. I didn't have a schedule, so I just came on because I felt like it. I'm gonna take the smaller one and make a small one right here. You just swirl it around in there. See how I tap off? Because I'm trying to both lift and move at the same time. They don't show up very well, but they're there. Wow, that is really pretty on that silver. That's amazing. Okay, so I want to show you how I get this effect right here. Paintbrush, alcohol, tap off a little. I'm just going to take my brush and I'm just going to slide it back and forth and just move that ink. Just like that. It doesn't show up as well on this paper. Kind of lifts it more than I really wanted it to, but this is how you get your shapes into your alcohol. And you can always see that's starting to look like a wing, isn't it? If you dry your brush a little bit more, you can move what's wet inside around so that it's not with such a harsh line. So there's almost no alcohol on my brush at all. I'm going to dip it back in, but I'm going to tap off quite a bit just on my glass table and just start moving this to where I want it. It's going to be a wing. I'm going to have to move some color down into it. Where's my other brush? That brush is too weird. Not that this other brush is really much different. It's just got a more surface to it. If it gets too dry, dip it again.
We'll figure it out here. Well, actually, we'll figure it out. You gotta make sure that they're on. You gotta make sure that they're on.
Of course, yeah, you can see wings and everything. So let's just say you want some color in that wing. I want some color in that wing. So I've got a little Dealy Bob here. And I'm going to put, I think I want the turquoise. I do believe this is the turquoise well. If it's not, it'll be fine. And you can just drop it straight onto your table if you want to. I'm going to take my little stylus tool, I'm going to dip it in there, tap it off. Nope, I tapped off too much. And then I can go in and make the colored dots. See? And they are running together there a little bit. You just want to give it a super light touch. Sometimes you can go twice, sometimes you can't. It just depends how much alcohol you got on in there in the first place. My gosh, this same phone number keeps calling me all stinking day long. And they never leave a message. We've got shapes in there. You can take a Posca pen and put little white dots to make them, you know, more dimensional. I want some more color in my wings, so I'm going to take my brush. I'm going to dip it in the alcohol first, and then I'm going to dip it back into this pink right here. And I'm going to pull some pink into here. Hi, Audrey. Oops, I had too much alcohol on my brush. Straighten that out some. Okay, we got our pink, and that's just how I clean my brush, just like that. And so let's do some. See how it got weird like right there? So my brush has still got alcohol on it. I can blend. I can blend that right out. I can make it into, you know, more feathery shapes. I don't know how to draw a wing, you guys, but and I want to blend this out a little bit. So there's still a tiny bit of alcohol. If there's none on there, I'll dip it, blot it off. Another wing going here. Okay, let's get another color. Let's go back in with this turquoise. Hey, Diana. I'm just demonstrating how you can do special effects like this using paintbrush and various stylus tools and stuff like that. So I saw a shape, I decided to go for it. Let's see, where did Tracy put her Posca pens? Oh boy. I know where they are. White one's not in here. Where's white one? Some things I keep like right beside me because they're frequently used. Yeah, there she is. Ew. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put little white dots in the center of the little turquoise dots I made. Gives them a more bubble-like appearance. And then let's take and texturize this. It's so thin that it's not, no, I got way too much alcohol on there. I'm just gonna let it run. This thing, sometimes it grabs way too much. Just let it run for a second. Clean off my brush, get back into this pink, fix it. So you can drive it where you want it to go. Kind of. I mean, it's not 100%, but. All right, so let's do this. Let's expand this wing some. I'm gonna flip it over because I'm not that great at this. Make sure my brush isn't too wet. And I'm gonna move my ink. I'm trying to move the yellow up in, and I'm not worried if I'm getting brown because I can work that out. I can put whatever color in there I want, or I can take color completely out. But first I want to get my basic shape. I'm no artist, so if you're here to learn to draw or paint, I'm not the one. I'm going to rub that out so that it's all one consistent piece. And now I'm going to give it some color. I think I want to go in with some green. I'm just going to get my green wet here, move it around. And I think this is botanical, I can't remember. Probably. And because I made those lines there, it doesn't really run past the dried lines. Clean up my brush really well. So, taking a picture in my mind, what else happens with my wing? It's got to come out some more like that. Got to pick a color here. These are mostly all pearls over here. Denim, I wonder. I'm gonna try it. I'm just gonna put a drop right here on my glass. And wipe my brush off. Doesn't matter which brush really. And I'm gonna start to make the shape I want. That looks like a brown hot mess. Hey, Susie. Okay, so I'm just gonna start basically wiping out the middle so I can add color and it won't spread from where I am. I'll show you here in a sec. Okay, now I can go in with this color and it'll stay in the confines of that sort of dried up line. Okay, now my brush is fairly dry. I'm just going to blend it out. Not enough color? Add more color. Okay. Kind of waiting for that to dry a little bit, and I am going to wipe this up or I'm going to get it everywhere. And I'm going to take advantage of some of this movement here. I'm going to use this stylus. I'm going to use my alcohol to dip in. And I'm just going to start creating some dots. And these will kind of run together. And that's what I want. So see, they'll still stay within the confines of that line because it's dry. If you find you're getting them too close together, just move them. Oh, it is? Hey, Nancy. Good to see you. And you just keep, you know, it's abstract. I mean, obviously the wing is kind of a wing. But what you're just trying to do is just kind of create some interest. We've got our bubbles over there. I think I need another bubble. So I'm going to get my... I'm just going to make the circle. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. That one. I think I'll do another one right here. One thing you got to remember is to kind of keep them a little bit far apart, especially if you get too much alcohol on it, so they don't run together. Wish I knew what I did with my toothpicks. Okay, and then I'm gonna just dot around it like that. So pretty soon, you know, the design you started out with starts to come together. Now, this blue is weird, right? I want to make it not weird, so I'm going to soften out that line by dipping my brush into my alcohol ink and wiping it off, and just start moving this line here a little bit so it's not so harsh. And it'll either move or it won't. That's one thing about alcohol ink. It kind of does what it wants. See, I'm losing a lot of the blue, and I kind of want to because it was a little bit dark. I say that because, yeah, that works. That gave that part of the wing some more movement. Okay. It's not really a wing, it's kind of a rainbow. I clearly don't know how to draw a wing. Let me work with this yellow a little bit here. like that, a little bit harsh right there. Get back in there with some more yellow. I know why, because I ran into the green. Let me get a clean brush. Clean that up a little. So you see that little spooky line, you can just kind of wipe it away with the brush very carefully, but you want to leave some of it because it's going to stop your ink from moving into the next space. You've been missing all the fun. Oh, I don't know. I didn't even look at the clock. I just said, you know what? I'm just dying to show everybody this stupid shelf. It's not stupid. It's a beautiful shelf, but you know what I mean. Now I'm going to come back in with the yellow because I want this to be more yellow. And that little line is going to hold this yellow in. All right. Suddenly it's not a wing anymore, it's something else. I don't know what. Everything can be a skirt, right? Oh, wait a second now. I want some orange. So I'm gonna make my space. Make my space for my orange. So you see, I'm just kind of making an outline of what I'm looking for. And then I'm going to grab the Valencia. Try really hard not to get it into that green or blue. I think I'm just making a hot mess, y'all. I don't mind. Oh, lucky you, Melissa. Our mailman isn't that sweet. I want this to smooth out. Getting some alcohol on here. Didn't get enough. There we go. I don't want it to be super dark. Doesn't want to spread very decently. Let's grab some more color here. And I'm gonna throw some pink in that. Let that dry for a sec. Okay, bye Nancy. Yeah, you do hear Ryan Hall in the background. I was watching him before I came live. Nothing really happening much in our neck of the woods, or really anywhere. Just, you know, they're just trying to make a buck. I can't fault them for that. Still haven't decided what in the world this is, other than just some sort of weird abstract stuff. Throw some blue in here. Oh, do you? How funny. That was risking it, putting that blue in, because there's orange in there. Okay, now I'm going to take this part right here and bring it in. Just got my brush wet. I'm just going to bring this color in. I'll go ahead and pull in some of this purple too. Yeah, we just have an abstract design. That's what we have. Now that ink should stay within the confines of those lines. And it did. So I'll fix that with some the gumball. I got that song stuck in my head, you know. I'm not even going to say it because you will all kill me. But it's from Rickroll, if you know what that is. I just want to move this ink, but I don't want to put a brush in it. So I'm going to grab my silicone, and yeah, it'll probably stain it. That's okay. If I put it in alcohol right away, it should clean it off. Where's my alcohol? Right here. I'm just going to put the tiniest drop in here. See, it still stays where it's supposed to stay. Well, it's supposed to stay. That's okay if it moved a little, I don't mind. Because it blends very nicely with this kind of turquoise color. All right, what do we have here? Well, we have a flamenco dancer with a crazy head is what we have. Oh my gosh. Oh no, Melissa. So think about this. Let's go get some texture in this bad boy. I'm waiting on that to dry. I have plans for that.
all the red boxes inside that are severe thunderstorm warnings. We got a lot of those in New Mexico, Colorado, Nebraska right now. But we also have some severe thunderstorm warnings down here in Alabama. Southeast Huntsville, we got a severe thunderstorm.
Oh, Alabama southeast of Huntsville, severe thunderstorm warning. Woohoo! I'm so excited.
Chris FL tornado down here in Florida.
Thank you, Dawn.
There is the Gulf Gainesville. Yeah, we got some storms that just went through Nashville. Some very heavy rain.
Oh, I think I want to. I'm going to create some movement right here. I'm just going to draw some lines. Let's see if that, yep, it's working. It's just the colors are so light, it's hard to see them. I know, it is raining. Zoom in? Okay. Oh, look at that. Why is it so dark? Oh, it's not. It's just the silver paper. The camera doesn't like it very much. What happened? Okay. Okay, I want to get some more color in here. Look at the turquoise. It seems to me I keep gravitating towards the turquoise. It just feels like it should be. Now remember I made lines in there, so it's kind of running through the lines. That's kind of cool because they're still kind of wet. It's like an animal print in there. I'm still not crazy about that one right there. It's just the wrong color, that's all. So I want to put the right color in there. Not cloudy blue. It's just a, it's kind of almost like a steel and it just stands out. Let's make it boysenberry instead. Oops, I'm gonna run my... Oh yeah, that changes everything. Much better, much. See, those could almost be funny looking legs. Like the skirt's coming down around this leg, but this leg, her knees sticking out like a can-can girl. Da, 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 da. Sorry. I couldn't help it. So if I want a face, I need to make a face. So I need to erase this bubble. I'm just going to take and move it around until I kind of got a facial shape. And I can't draw faces at all. That's why there's an actual no face face. See how there's a thickness there? I don't want that there. I'm going to try and push it out. Have some lightness and darkness there. Now push that out too. Get them to all kind of blend together. Now she's got an egg face. What song now? Please. Please. I still am not happy with that. So I'm taking my brush on its side, kind of. So I can kind of, I'm just kind of trying to blend it out where it doesn't have any harsh lines. Not that easy, folks. That's a little better. Ah, little turkey. Jive turkey. Okay. She has two heads. Oh, the can't. Sorry. All right, now let's get a little shape to the body. Let me think, how could I do that? She's gonna have, you know how those dancers, they've got those like ruffle things all around their chest. So I need to give her a waistline. I'm just gonna basically kind of draw it in. She might not have both arms. All of my characters are chubby. I don't know why. Okay, so I want to pull out the color from right here. So it gives me my shape. I'm basically just taking and pushing it into its edge. So now I've got that empty space, kind of, sort of. Her dress needs some work right here. Right? It does. All right, let's form another tear to this skirt right here. See, it started out as a wing, but it didn't end up as a wing. You just never know what you're gonna see. Okay, now I have to think about being careful of the color. I think I'm gonna stick with the turquoise. Let me see here. No, I don't want the bottle. I could do another purple. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I mean, wispy things are, they're fine. They're fine. I'm not mad. She has some moves. Can cat. Well, yeah, because of that. Don't worry, that's gonna change. That's the thing. It's alcohol ink drawing is pretty abstract because I mean there's not a lot you can't. Well, maybe you can, but I can't. You know, get a definitive shape necessarily. So I know I'm going to need a lot more color up around here. And this is going to probably be a bubble hat. I don't know. I'm out of screen? Well, that's because you told me to zoom in. If I zoom out, then you can see. What the heck? Just make some adjustments here. Oh no, what happened? Oh, I can't see what's going on there. Okay, cancel that. All right, there we go. Now I'm in screen, right? Okay. Now it's way up here for me to reach, but I will try. I will try. All right, so let's get her blouse going here. It's pretty much ready, the blouse is. Let's just make it. I just need, yeah, I'm gonna need a little more color in there. And I'm using turquoise here. I'm gonna use my big stylus to apply it. It's gotta be puffy sleeves. And then you have to have some puffs around here. Throw some purples in there. Hi, Christine. All right, so I'm gonna flip this over so I can reach where I'm working. Hopefully you guys can still see it. I could try to adjust my lights a little better. It's part of the problem is that silver doesn't respond well to light. The camera doesn't respond well, I should say. Maybe that's better. No matter what I do, there's a shadow. Nope, doesn't seem to matter. Camera doesn't like that color. All right, let's work on this hair. What did this do? All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my stylus and I'm gonna make small circles with the alcohol. And some big ones, because I got too much alcohol on there. I'll have to fix that. I don't like that. Now you can see how I got the bubble hair though. It's this easy. I don't know, that could be whatever. We're working on silver paper, Christine, because I can't find my Yupo after I organized my space. All right, let's get some other colors in her hair. Just get some alcohol in this purple. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, let's get some blue in her hair. No, it didn't. You sent me Yupo before and it was already cut, but I can't find it. I organized everything and now I can't find a doggone thing. I'm not blaming you. Probably. Let's see, I have to flip it? Oh crap, that's all right. I have to flip it around so I can kind of get an idea of what I'm doing with this hair. That's some crazy hair girl right there. All right, I'm gonna start doing some stuff with this facial line so that it's not so stark. Alcohol. All I'm doing is just taking the wet alcohol and just rubbing circles in here. And it helps shape it. I'm kind of happy with her sort of Latin crazy hair. I don't know. Now, let's work on shaping this blouse. I think, yep, I'm just going to use the same tool. I'm going to move my alcohol. You can see that my alcohol water is pretty dirty right now, but that's okay. So as soon as it kind of dries out, I just dip it again. But you can blend your dots together and create your shape. Can add more color, take color out. We need more color there. I'm just grabbing some green. I got it too wet there, so if it gets too wet, let that dry before you move on. Let's see, what shade of green was I using anyway? Oh, I'm gonna go with the bottle. I don't know what I was using. Your glass mat makes a pretty good palette. The only problem is it dries out pretty quick. So I'm not gonna dilute that at all. See, the alcohol's still wet there. So I'm gonna work on some of the drier spots. Get her puffy sleeve blouse to take shape. She has one giant polka dot in her dress. Not too much there. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. They don't, yeah, I've messed with them. They just don't hold any alcohol. It like evaporates immediately on them. So you can't move anything. Okay, that light's too much. Oh. I'm trying to get the light so you guys can actually see what I've got here. That's a little better. It's fine for creating a little bit of movement, but you'll see it doesn't hold enough. See, it's already dry. The metal holds the alcohol a little bit better. But somebody had asked how I got these shapes, and this is how I do it. I just move the alcohol that's already there. She's got a hole in her heart the size of a shoe. And I'm gonna leave it that way. I don't like that. I don't like that hole in the middle of her body. Oops, don't do that. Just add an itty bitty drop of ink here. No such thing as an itty bitty drop, by the way. I'm just gonna push it so it doesn't move in, out of my shape area. No, I don't want you moving that way. Better. Well, what I have here is I have my my LED lights over here to the side, which could be the problem, but I think the problem is the silver paper. Because see, if I take the paper away, I'm good, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I did move it. I'm gonna have to move it back. I moved the one of my overhead lights. Okay, I'm just about done here because the light is frustrating me. There's nothing worse than a video that's too dark. It's annoying. Yeah, I moved a couple of my lights actually. I had to. just kind of blending in this big bubble that I had, and see how, oh man, that chick's got some cleave going on there. You've got a quarter size Haley? Cool. I know what you mean. I just want to finish her blouse because it'll make me crazy if I don't. Now the other trick, and this I saw Sandy Olnick do this, is you can take your pencils to this. And that's what I did on the other one. Not a lot, just to add some more color. Also, I've laid some foil in here. Only just a little bit of pencil in between here to kind of create those shadows, the creases or folds. Oh no! Oh my gosh. It's so cool to look at, but it's so awful on your belongings. Okay, almost done with the sleeves here. Move some more color. Yes, it's most definitely a very abstract flamenco dancer. Maybe it's this light. I don't know. Let's just keep messing with it until that might be better. I'm still messing with my lights. Pillows and cushions on top. You can't make it in time, nor can you do that without getting bonked on the head pretty bad. From the way that the light is, that looks like galvanized steel. Am I frozen? I think I might be frozen. No, I'm not. So we've got our flamenco dancer dancing up out of the bottom of a rainbow. I'm done for the day. I'm gonna put away my mess and go watch The Lincoln Lawyer. A helmet. I could see you too. Well, I know that your people there were wading in 2 feet of water just like it was nothing. Wow, Melissa, I love it when that happens again, but not, and we've had to have our roof replaced because of hail. Thanks, it's not necessarily a card. I was just doing a demo because somebody asked me how I got this bubbly hair. Well, that's how I did it. And how I got, this. You saw it. Of course, it doesn't work nearly as well on this metallic paper as it works on Yupo. Yeah, definitely. You gotta make a movie of it. That's what questions you guys have. If you missed the beginning, make sure to go back and watch the beginning because I did just a small tour of the room so you guys could see my beautiful shelf, which may have that the lighting in that shelf is causing the problem here because it's like totally, here, it's like totally, these lights are bright even though you can't see them very well. Well, you can't even see them at all, but they are bright. Look at that. Look at that. I've got all my Simon Hurley. I forgot yesterday. I'm like, oh, where's my Simon Hurley ink? Because I use it. Hi, Star. I was just going. I'm holding this, and anyway, I'm going to let you guys go, and I hope you have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit. Appreciate everybody, and thanks for the thumbs up and the subscriptions and the chat and the comments. You guys are all awesome. I just love you. Now I'm gonna go watch the Lincoln Lawyer and take a do you love my shelf? I'm gonna take a chair nap. Guys, see ya. Bye.